All right, now I want to talk about some of the great features you're going to find inside the 2014 Toyota Prius. First of all, let's talk airbags. There are 7 airbags in the Toyota Prius. Of course, you have your front airbags, your side airbags, your side curtain airbags, which protect your head in the event of a side collision on the glass for front and rear seat passengers, and a driver's side knee airbag to protect your lower legs and knees in the event of a front-end collision. We're also very proud to say that the 2014 Prius is an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. Now, on the steering wheel here, a couple of buttons I want to point out. You have your audio controls on the left side of the steering wheel, and on the right side of the steering wheel, you can control the temperature for your climate control, as well as the display and trip odometer up there. Now, when I place my fingers on these buttons, you may notice on either side of the speedometer up here, you're going to get a diagram of these buttons, and they turn orange when you place your finger on each one. This is called the touch tracer display. This is cool because if you want to operate the buttons on the steering wheel, you just place your fingers on them, and you're not going to have to worry about taking your eyes off the road and looking down at the buttons to see what you're doing. You simply have to look up at the dashboard where you're looking already at your speed and figure out what button you want to hit. Now, on the right side here, this button here, display, controls the number of displays you can see in the center here. The first display I want to show you is called the energy monitor. You'll see this energy monitor has a diagram of the hybrid battery, an electric motor, and a gasoline engine. And as you drive, what this diagram is going to show you is the state of charge of the battery. So the more bars you have in the battery, the more charged the battery is. The electric motor, what it's doing, whether it's powering the front wheels or sending power back to the battery if you are coasting or braking, and the gas engine. And it's going to show an arrow to the front wheels if it's powering the front wheels, or show arrows going back to the electric motor to the battery if it's sending power back to the battery, or both, because that engine can be powering the battery and powering the car at the same time, with the beauty of the power split device. The next monitor I want to show you is the hybrid system indicator. What this shows you is you have a long band right there. As you drive, that band will go to the right to show you how efficiently you're driving. If it's over here on the left in the charge area, that means you're coasting or braking, so it's sending power back to the battery. And if the band is within this middle part here, you're driving efficiently. You're in the eco area. And if that band is all the way to the right, where it says power, then you're probably accelerating very hard and not driving very efficiently. All this is a tool that you can use to help yourself learn how to drive more efficiently and get the most gas mileage out of your Prius. At the bottom there, you have your average gas mileage and average speed. Next one is your 5-minute consumption screen. That's going to show you your gas mileage, your average gas mileage every 5 minutes. And the next one's your eco savings record. You can program the cost of fuel on here and a gas mileage for another vehicle, and it'll show you how much fuel you're saving in this car compared to the car you programmed in here, and show you your average gas mileage over the course of a few months. Now, moving down here a little bit, let me talk about the head unit here. Standard on every Toyota Prius is a touchscreen head unit that's going to give you standard Bluetooth streaming audio, and standard USB port. Navigation and the Entune app suite is standard on Prius 3 and above. This system here is the premium HDD system with 7-inch screen, and that's going to be available on a Prius 4 and part of a package on the Prius 5. That also gives you the Entune app suite, which gives you 5 information services: traffic, fuel, sports, stocks, and weather, and apps like Bing, Pandora, iHeartRadio, MovieTickets.com, and OpenTable.com. Moving down here is your climate control. All Priuses come standard with automatic climate control. You can control the temperature here. You can also control the temperature of the steering wheel, as we talked about before. But one cool thing about this climate control system is it has an extra filtration, which is this button right here. This is a pollen and dust filter. So this works great for allergy sufferers, especially in the springtime, this time of year. So you can turn on your climate control, put on this filter right here, and it'll filter out all the dust and pollen from the air. Great for allergies. Now I want to talk about the drive modes right here. I get questions about these all the time. Your EV mode, your eco mode, and your power mode. What the EV mode does is if you turn this on, it will allow you to drive your car in electric-only power under a few circumstances. First of all, the battery must have sufficient charge. You must have at least 4 bars on your battery display up at the top of the dashboard. You can only go up to 25 miles an hour, and you can only go for 1 mile maximum. If any of those things are out of those parameters, it's not going to allow you to go into EV mode. Eco mode, what that does is helps you become a more efficient driver by doing a couple of things. First of all, it's going to make the accelerator pedal less sensitive. That's going to make the car feel a little less powerful, but it's going to help you drive more efficiently. It's also going to make the heating and air conditioning not as effective. You'll still have heat, you'll still have air conditioning, but it's not going to run at full power. But that's going to be able to give you the best gas mileage possible if you drive efficiently. Power mode is the exact opposite of that. What that does is it allows the gas engine to come on every time you hit the accelerator pedal, and it gives you an extra boost from the electric motor. So this is great to be used when you're merging onto the highway or darting out in front of traffic. However, if you keep it in power mode all of the time, you will have a significant reduction in your gas mileage. So I just recommend you use that if you're merging into traffic or need the power immediately, but take it right out of power mode. Now, as far as this gear shift goes, a lot of questions about this gear shift. I'm sure you recognize park here and reverse and neutral and drive, but B, I get questions about that all the time. What does B mean? B is a regenerative braking mode. It's like downshifting your vehicle. If you had a manual transmission that you downshifted or an automatic transmission that you were putting into a lower gear, that's what B does. It uses gas engine braking and regenerative braking at the same time to slow the vehicle down. Most people may use that going down a very steep decline or just to slow the vehicle down without tapping on the brakes. I mentioned storage before. You have a couple of cup holders here. You have storage in this center console. I have Soft-Tech seats equipped on my 4s and 5. I also have heated seats on my 4s and 5 if I do get the Soft-Techs. We're sitting in a Prius 5 right now, which has the advanced technology package. And that advanced technology package gives you a multitude of things. Not only does it give you this premium HDD navigation with Entune app suite, it also gives you dynamic radar cruise control, so I can set my cruise control as well as a distance between this car and the car in front of me, and the car will automatically keep the distance between this car and the car in front of me by pulling back on the speed or by hitting the brakes, and if that car moves out of the way, it'll go back to my original speed set within the cruise control. Lane keep assist, which is going to give me, by using a camera back here, it looks at the lines in the road. It'll give me a little alarm, a lane departure alert, if the vehicle goes outside of the lane. And if my cruise control is on and I'm set at a certain speed, it will give me minor steering cues along with an alarm to keep me within the lane. So dynamic cruise control, lane keep assist, the stereo here. We also are going to get pre-collision system. That's a great safety feature, one of the things that makes this vehicle a top safety pick plus with the IIHS. What that does is, using the radar that comes out of the front of the vehicle for the cruise control, it's going to automatically calculate the closing ratio of the vehicle with an object in front of me, meaning how fast am I approaching another object or another vehicle. If the vehicle determines that the car is approaching this object too fast and there's a potential collision, first thing it's going to do is prep my brake assist so that when I hit the brakes, I'm going to get full hydraulic braking power all at once. It's also going to set off an alarm telling me to hit my brakes, and it's going to cinch up my seatbelt, positioning me for an airbag deployment. If I do not hit my brakes, the car will automatically hit the brakes for me. Now, mind you, the system is not necessarily designed to stop the car completely. It is designed to slow the vehicle down so I do not hit that object quite as hard. It may stop the car, but that's not what it's designed to do. It's just designed to slow that vehicle down so that the collision is less severe. That pretty much sums up the interior features of the Toyota Prius. If you have any questions on anything else, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.